I want to examine this story of the bus driver who used the belt to help this guy that got shot. Um, let's listen to the call first. Let's listen to the actual call before we move forward with this. Here it is.
7234. I have a customer in a bus shelter here on 33rd and Killingsworth that claims he got shot in the leg. He needs medical right now.
Okay, copy that. Does he know who shot him, and are they nearby?
He said no, but he's begging for an ambulance.
We are on the line with them now. We're calling him, my partner. Is there any way, is he bleeding profusely? Is there any way we can put some pressure on that to get it to stop bleeding?
Looks like he's pressuring it. I can't see if there's much blood going because he's covering up. He has jeans on, but he looks like he's applying as much pressure as he can to it.
All right. Does he have a belt or something that he can use to apply more pressure? Ask him if he's bleeding profusely or not. We want to make sure it's not in an artery.
He said, yeah, it's leaking. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, if he has a belt, see if you can get him to fasten it tight around his leg.
He does not have a belt.
All right. Medical is on the way. How old would you say he is?
He said he's 40.
All right. I'm just going to have you stay there with him. They are on the way right now. They are responding. I don't know. I don't want to put this on you, but if you have a belt or something that you can maybe tie around his leg to above the wound, that can apply pressure to that so that he doesn't bleed out.
Okay, I'll try to use my belt. Thank you. I'll be outside of the bus, so if you call.
Okay, so I just want to make it clear that it was dispatch that instructed him to use the belt. Okay, and I'm not taking away from him doing the action. I mean, I think it was great that he helped the guy, but I'm always interested in accuracy. Okay, because mainstream media and Trimet, two known institutions that lie. So they're making it sound like it was the bus driver that did all this, but as you can hear from this call, it was the dispatcher that suggested that the bus driver used the belt. Okay, it wasn't the guy didn't just say, oh, I'll use my belt.
Hopefully I'll hear it.
Yeah, if you can find the gloves, I think you might have some rubber gloves in your pouch before you do anything like that. But, medical is on the way, so it should be there quick. I just want to make sure that he isn't bleeding profusely.
Yeah, for sure. I'm wearing gloves, so I'll go ahead and do that right now as much as I can.
Sounds good. All right. Just stand by there until they arrive.
Copy.
All right.
All right, so the bus driver is doing good work. I mean, he's a humanitarian. Most people who come across these situations will help. So I'm not taking away from anything the bus driver is doing. I'm just striving for accuracy. Now, we have this news story here today from Fox 12. Let's listen to it.
All new at 10 for the first time, we're hearing from a Trimet driver after his quick action helped someone who was shot in Northeast Portland.
Fox 12's Drew Marine spoke with that driver tonight, and she walks us through now what happened. Drew?
Yeah, Ermin Lissick has been working for Trimet for almost 5 years now, and while he says he's never had to help
he's made it to the 5 years. That's a critical. If you've made it 5 years, you can probably make it through. That's like a critical number in terms of your bus driving. If you can make it 5 years, you're going to make it. Okay, that means you've made 5 years. You've kind of figured out the job.
Shooting victim on the job, that didn't stop him from using his own belt as a tourniquet to help them. Early Tuesday morning, Ermin Lissick was finishing up his last run on Route 72 when he noticed a man at the bus shelter near Northeast 32nd Avenue in Killingsworth.
He wasn't getting ready to get on, but I still opened the doors to make sure he wasn't lost or anything.
Yeah, see, that right there makes the guy what we call a save-them-all bus driver. He actually took the time. He stopped the bus. So he cared about the guy. He did something that he didn't have to do. And a lot of drivers probably would have just gone by, especially if he was deadheading back.
So I leaned over to him just to have that eye contact. And then at that point, he told me, call an ambulance, I just got shot in the leg.
That's when Lissick knew he had to help and called Trimet's emergency dispatch.
Dispatch told me, because he was shot in the leg and, there was blood coming out, that if he had a belt on him to wrap around and stop the bleeding. I asked him, he said he didn't, but I told dispatch he doesn't, but I have a belt. And then
that's not exactly what. Okay, that's not exactly what we just heard, is it? From the call, dispatch suggested, and I'm not taking away. Don't get freaked out. That's Al trying to make bus drivers look bad again. No, it's not me trying to make. I just want accuracy. Okay, that's not exactly what happened. She suggested that you use your belt, so I'm just pointing it out, man. All right. Just because I like to illustrate how media manipulates information. Now, I continue. I've already watched this, so we're going to continue this. And you're going to see what else I noticed.
They said, well, they basically said this needs to happen, but we don't want to put the pressure on you. That's a lot to ask.
Yeah, but that didn't faze Lissick. He says he hung up with dispatch and got to work.
So I went out there, took off my belt, wrapped it around his leg, and kind of just squeezed and stopped the bleeding right above the wound.
He says Portland police responded quickly, and they say the victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to live. While Lissick says he's never dealt with a situation this serious before, he says Trimet prepared him for this.
Okay, all right, stop. Now, here's where we go into propaganda mode, okay? This is full propaganda mode here. Okay, this guy here is the kind of person that probably would have stopped anyway. I don't know whether he would have figured out the belt. He probably would have. Whoops, what happened?
All new at 10 for the first time. We're hearing from a Trimet.
If he had a belt on him to wrap around, doesn't, but I have a belt.
I'm sorry, it reset. So I just mentioned we're going into propaganda mode, so let's get back to that.
And they said, well, they basically said this needs to happen, but we don't want to put the pressure on you. That's a lot to ask.
But that didn't faze Lissick. He says he hung up with dispatch and got to work.
So I went out there, took off my belt, wrapped it around his leg, and kind of just squeezed and stopped the bleeding right above the wound.
He says Portland police responded quickly, and they say the victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to live. While Lissick says he's never dealt with a situation this serious before, he says Trimet prepared him for this.
They teach us in training, expect the unexpected, but that's totally unexpected. So I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. I'm just glad that I was there. I was able to help, and I do wish the victim a speedy recovery.
Okay. Stop. See, look, they can't wait to make these statements. We're proud of our operator for stepping in and administering aid to the person who was hurt. His action highlight how Trimet operators are often helpers who go above and beyond.
Trimet sent out a statement applauding Lissick, saying bus operators are often the eyes and ears of our community. It reads in part, quote, "We're proud of our operator for stepping in and administering aid to the person who is hurt. His actions highlight how Trimet operators are often helpers who go above and beyond to give comfort and support." Live in Southeast Portland, Drew Marie.
All right, some operators do and some operators don't. Yeah, see, this is not what happened. Dispatch told me because he was shot in the leg and there was blood coming out, that if he had a belt on him, wrap it around and stop the bleeding, he said. I asked him, he said he didn't, and I told dispatch I have a belt. Yeah, that's not what happened, dude. The rest of it's all good. All right, there's your propaganda watch. It's harmless. I mean, yeah, he's a great guy for doing that, and I'm proud of him too. But try to be accurate with you. You should have actually the story should have actually interviewed the dispatcher too, because there were two Trimet people that were involved, not just one. But I understand Trimet's trying to make the bus operator job look. Come on and drive this bus. You can be a hero too. I'm sure that's what's going on in their mind anyway. with this. Anyway, over and out.